Welcome to my channel. I'd like to speak with you today about the lotus flower. It is a symbol that is on the cover of my YouTube channel. And I chose this lotus flower because it has a lot of meaning and significance to me. I'd like to share a quote with you from Gautama Buddha. He says this about the lotus flower. As a lotus flower is home in water, it grows in water and rises out of water to stand above it unsoiled. As I, born in the world, raised in the world, having overcome the world, live unsoiled by the world. That is from the Buddha. And in my teaching, we are Centers for Spiritual Living. We recognize, understand, and accept that by practicing the presence of spirit within our lives, not the absence, we gain more good, we gain more clarity, we gain more understanding and accepting of ourselves. And in doing that, we gain more acceptance of others. So that the lotus flower really reminds me, it's very symbolic. It's symbolic of change in a good way. You see, the lotus flower grows in the water. Even though it lives in the muddy depths, as the Buddha says, it is unsoiled. And I believe that when we practice the presence rather than the absence of the spirit within us, that is what happens to our consciousness. We become more aware. We have more clarity. We have more peace of mind. As we use spiritual tools for our growth, we are aligned with the power and presence through affirmative prayer, which creates good in our lives. So whatever the challenge may be that you are facing, remember the lotus flower that grows out of the muddy depths of the water. It doesn't realize that it is not separate. We as humans think that we're separate from our good, but we are not. We are always being blessed. But it is our work to use the power and presence within us for good, to think good thoughts about ourselves. I had the privilege of working with Louise Hay many years ago, and she has some wonderful YouTube presentations that I think would be good for you to listen to. Practicing the presence means letting go and surrendering any thoughts that you may have of resistance to your good, any inner rejection, whatever those thoughts are, know that as you release them and let them go, nature abhors a vacuum, and you will replace those thoughts with thoughts of peace and kindness. And yes, good things will come to you. As you give out good, you will be blessed and you will get more good. And this is really symbolic of my channel. The lotus flower reminds me of the phoenix bird, the bird that grew out of the ashes and flew in the world, I should say, not float in the world, but flew in the world to greater heights than ever anyone could imagine. And I wish that for you, because I know that each and every one of you are blessed, inspired, and uplifted to live a better life. I remember the words of St. Paul when he said, I die daily. He didn't mean that he died every day. What he meant was that he died to his old ideas. He let go of his old thoughts and created new ones. And that's what I wish for you. For listening to the channel, I know that you are blessed, inspired, uplifted, and that all is well. Remember those words. Remember the lotus flower. The lotus flower is a symbol for each and every one of us to know that we, as the Buddha has said, can become more aligned with his power and presence as we let go of old ideas and become at one with the presence and power within us. We know then that all is well. Thank you for listening. Blessings.